Welcome Scorpio to your predictions for October of 2022. We are going to get started here, getting into your current energy straight away, straight out the gate, right into it. I do want to let you know that at the end of this video there will be more information, so just if you want to wait till then, you can totally do that, and you can find out more about Hangman Tarot. Again, my name is Jordan. I am Hangman Tarot. If I haven't met you yet, Scorpio, it's nice to meet you. We are going to get started. Hit subscribe while you wait. Other than that, I am going to find out what's going on current energy-wise. Okay. Dealing with some sort of situation in which you're analyzing it. So you're looking over it, reflecting on it, assessing it, however that aligns with you. But I feel like where you kind of become too attached is probably when it becomes the outcome of it. So maybe overlooking everything besides what it ends up looking like, or by the ending, what's this particular outcome going to look like? Maybe just easing back on that a little bit to really find some balance in that situation. Anything kind of blocking this is wounds. So withholding any kind of support from, you know, the past. When we do that, can really cause yourself to get into kind of like a crippling of self-esteem, low energy, however you want to align it. But when we have wounds that we are withholding completely and we're holding out on as far as like trying to gain support or have some reliability underneath them, we are totally going to get into a place where our self-esteem is being completely affected. So making sure to check in with that. Maybe that's why you're kind of going over this situation over and over, just trying to really find out the outcome, because we can't have an outcome if we don't finish the wounds, or if we don't take care of the wounds or heal those. So we are going to get into the rest of this reading. Give me a minute to grab my cards. I'm going to find out what's going on as far as getting into your month of October. So happy October when that gets here. All right, getting everything that we can, getting all of this put into a basket so we can take a look at it, check out the outcome, obviously, at the end, and get into those love readings too. So make sure to stay tuned for love readings and predictions for October. That'll be right after this. All right, here we go. All right, let's get started. I'm sorry, everything's in the way. Mouse. All right, here we go. Right, got our Empress upright. Okay, so any potential challenge that you may or may not have coming up, I feel like it's definitely something of potential, so some sort of change or growth. This could have something to do with a child. This could have something to do with maybe starting a family, or just bringing the light to the table and trying to discover where and what you can do as far as, you know, building a family and encouraging your situation to grow or further. Do not mind my eyebrows. They're so annoying. They just drive me insane. They're not perfect. I want them to be twins, and they're not. It just drives me fucking nuts. Okay, so the potential here for this change or this growth in October is looking like you're definitely going to be in a place where, I mean, this is something that you can create. This is, you know, something that could be a typical an overload of something or a blessing of something. So I just feel like the action and nurturing is definitely going to bring you to a place where you have a little bit more completion in family life. It could have to do with anything going on as far as flexibility, adaptability, just really getting into a place of family, love, or blessings. And I just feel like that whenever you do get into a completion, that this should be your full focus. So whenever you're creating, you're just trying to nurture or try to begin a family, or just, you know, physically just beginning something, or maybe you're just trying to nurture something that you really look at as a child. Maybe that's your passions or whatever that might be, but it's looking like it's family to me. So I do feel like in October you will be getting to a fulfillment of this. So you're getting into a place where as long as this stays your focus, family is going to continue to move through. And just know that these are your family. Whoever we're talking about, whatever we're talking about, that's your family. Okay, so anything kind of influencing this situation from the past, what from the past is really influencing you wanting to start a family and grow something here? Okay, so I feel like there is kind of a non-aware maybe even like a neglectful or an intense situation that you might have gone through. And this could have to do with the reason that you're kind of a magician. So you're very much in your energy. You're very strong. You're very good at manipulating things into how you want them. And I don't mean manipulation in a bad way. That is a good tool to have. Like, we all manipulate things to do what we're needing to do, whether that's good or bad. We can use it in a really negative way, obviously, but in this case, this is just you empowering your way into some sort of talent. Maybe it's a talent, maybe it's an adventure, something very passionate, maybe just love. I do feel like you are so good at manifestation. You're prepared. You're constantly always able to utilize all of these tools and start new beginnings, is because you have gone through a ton of shit that makes you understanding and compassionate. And I feel like you totally get situations for how they are. I do think you're neglecting to trust. I think that the love affair or the situation that you're in even could even cause that, you know, a feeling of distrust. Yeah. That would definitely have something to do with it. Yeah. So in the near future, though, that'll be further into October. I feel like there's somebody around you who's kind of guilting you. Now, this person's guilting you. They could just bring conflict. They could just be very aggressive, sharp. However that unfolds, this is going to be a fire sign. And whoever you were dealing with in the past to kind of contribute you putting yourself into like a more empath point of view, you being more compassionate and intuitive, is all to do with this person that you dealt with. This could have been a fatherly figure. It could have been somebody who should have been loving and trusting also, but they were not. For some reason, their roots grew them the wrong way. So anyway, there is some sort of person that is around you, kind of very aggressive, angry, upset. And this is in the near future. So anything dealing with this person, because they have a lot of like gossip. They have a lot of conversation that is negative. They have a lot of things that they're talking about when all you want is truth. You want somebody, you know, to be outspoken, of course, but it's almost like they want you to be kind of like what they're doing. They want to spill the tea all the time. So whoever this person might be, just know that that should not be a focus. You need to push through any kind of negativity such as that, again, because it's just going to slow you down, Scorpio. You don't want to be dealing with a hot mess, especially if they're going to bring conflict, anger, aggression. Fuck no. Do not allow yourself to get stuck into that path or near that situation, whatever that situation could be. Because I feel like there will be communication with this person, something that you're not wanting to communicate with. This person could be younger than you, a sibling, could be a family member just in general, but I feel like they have very, very dark hair. Very, very dark hair. And it's like they're always kind of hiding behind the fact that they're outspoken and stuff. So like they hide behind it, but yet they're like, oh, what I say, it matters. But it's like, at the same time, they hide from the fact that they could get in trouble for the things that they do or say. So any perspective or viewpoints that you should be pushing through this month with should just be intuitive. Just use your wisdom, that deep inner wisdom, and be patient, as patient as possible. And just keep focusing on your grind, your work. Your work is super important right now. It's very balanced. There's a lot of peace and trust within and around your situation. There's a lot of light on your business stuff. So keep moving through in that sense. Anything that is externally influencing, you know, this growing of a new family or growing and finding completion in family or blessings, besides that fire sign. Okay, so somebody, again, that you have memories with. Again, this may not be somebody who you're aligned with or super happy or content around. They may bring up memories that make you feel kind of uncomfortable. Childhood memories. This is definitely coming from the childhood. Again, however that comes out. I do feel like any actions that you're going to take would be to, you know, find an ending, okay? Find some sort of transformation from the situation. But I feel like you are wanting freedom. You want to start a new beginning and get into this new complete family unit situation that you're really trying to create. And, you know, add and take abundance, I mean, blessings, anything from it. Okay, so that's going to be the action, is just trying to find some sort of balance within ending that situation with this person, or dealing with the memories or whatever nostalgic past you have with this person. You're definitely going to find some harmony in just trying to like even out, you know, the playing field on that, whatever that might mean for you. Final outcome here is just again, you're really wanting to start something new here. You could even be getting into a place where you gain opportunity and it's something super creative. You may not even be thinking about it right now, but it's, again, definitely coming up in the end of October. So this could be a new beginning. And this could be a new beginning of something that you're really pushing action into. New adventure, new passion, whatever. Again, I feel like it's going to have purpose, okay? And your wishes, all of your dreams, your happiness, any kind of fulfillment, let that shine, because you've been waiting a very long time for it and it's almost here. So really just understand that you belong, and that when you're getting yourself through October, that learning is a part of the situation. No matter how traditional or cement or concrete you want something to be, you are never going to not be learning from it. So make sure that the change, any chaos that comes from the situation, or anything that looks different, or it doesn't feel different, or it feels different and then it doesn't look right maybe, or just get some guidance. So counsel yourself as well. Deep intuition is one of the best. So if your gut tells you, just listen to that and don't second guess it and don't ask questions. But if you need some advice, I would reach out to somebody and ask for some advice on anything as far as your work, your business, maybe something you're just passionate about, or maybe you want to be more clear in something. Make sure you check in with somebody. Okay, let's get into this love reading. Let's find out what the sign's going to be for a love reading. Remember, while you wait, please go ahead and subscribe. It's strange in my neighborhood. Okay. Okay, Eight of Wands in reverse. The Fool card is also in reverse. Okay, you be dealing with a fire sign. Dealing with somebody who's not very welcoming. And they don't really pay attention to where they're going. I mean, they could be going, and they just are completely blind, unaware to anything going on around them. Somebody who's just like flippant about the situation or experience that you two may be in. They don't have a lot of action or potential or opportunity coming in to the situation. And I just feel like, you know, again, they don't really care. And there is something going on with a dog, some sort of dog situation or animal situation around this person. There's a lot of light and a lot of faith spiritually for this person, but for some reason they're unaware of that. Okay. And again, this is something that you find fulfillment in. This is a relationship that you deal with. So this could be a water or a fire sign. Let's find out what's going on. I want to know what's going on with the two of you. So let's find out how you two feel about each other, just kind of what's going on in October, any experiences, any blockages, anything that might be influencing the actual situation, the root of it, you name it, let's find out about it. Yeah. Okay, so the situation is kind of like at its final stand with our Nine of Wands upright and our Two of Pentacles in an upright position. I feel like the blockage here is just kind of wanting things to slow down. Maybe you're just doing too much in the relationship. Maybe it's out of balance. Maybe it's not like where it should be center-wise. It has a lot of passion. It has a lot of opportunity. It has a lot of potential in this scenario, in this experience the two of you are having. But I just feel like there's a lot of wounds that have been, you know, made, and there's a lot of scars from those wounds also. I do feel like it's almost like you're kind of doing a juggling act to find some sort of awareness, or to expand on awareness, to expand maybe, you know, just being stable, just being secure, finding reliability. But there's just always something going on in the background. There's just always an intensity and up and down type of situation maybe in the relationship. But again, I just feel like there's always kind of this standoff, and it's almost like the love needs to be tended to constantly, and that's kind of the situation. So anything influencing, or is that the root of the situation, is going to be our Eight of Swords, and that's in a reverse position, and our Three of Pentacles, that's also in a reverse position. Yeah, so this is definitely something. The root of this situation it's just a lot of the past, okay? There's a lot of past influences because of the issues or the conflicts that you two would go through. And I feel like, yes, confidence is gained every time you guys get through the situation, but it's like you or this other person just kind of keep covering up the truth. You just cover your eyes to what the real shitty shit is, okay? You're pretending there's no like over emotion. You're pretending there's no codependency. I do feel like when we're blind to the situation, we're not going to be able to get through these tough times or grow through these tough times. So make sure that you're really seeing the full picture. See every single aspect, every scenario in the situation. Make sure that you're seeing it, okay? Because you want to be seen. You want to be still. You want to find something serene. You don't want it to be too intense, and that's the conflict or the sharpness to the situation. All right. Anything from the past that is really influencing the situation also. Three of Pentacles in reverse. I think that it's almost like somebody cares about some information. There's information, and this person or one or the other is just always constantly wanting to know what's going on. They're always wanting to know all the information. Like, let's talk about it. I feel like there's a jealousy energy here, and I feel like there's kind of almost like an ego situation, almost like a head is about to explode because the ego is getting so big. So there's just kind of a conflict with, you know, I just don't want people to think stuff about us if we look a certain way. That's just kind of where this experience is coming from the past even. So this is just something, again, any kind of change or growth has been kind of stunted because, again, the opinions of others are more important than the actual relationship itself in this situation and time. And that was in the past, though. And again, that influences kind of that last stand, you know, like maybe this is the last time I'm going to work really, really hard and put a bunch of effort into this relationship. Moving into the near future, I feel like you're moving through as sensitively as possible. You could even be proposing. You could even, you know, just want an outcome, and you're really expecting an outcome from this proposal, which is really exciting. I do feel like the near future, you want a lot of change and a lot of positivity, and you're going to bring the love. You're going to bring this emotional offer, okay? And it's going to come pure. It's going to be pure. It's going to be strong, though. There's going to be such a strength to it. And I think it's going to be a really nice balance of, you know, emotion and feeling, okay? And you are leading with love, but sometimes we forget what we're actually doing when we're leading with love because we're like, you know, I'm in love with the idea of being in love, but what if I'm just in love with the idea of being in love and not the actual physical person that I'm supposed to be in love with? You know, those things may come up. Especially when you're kind of pondering where this situation is headed, okay? Any perception or point of view you should be coming from, this Four of Cups is in a reverse position. You will be distracted because you're going to take a step back and you're going to see that there are some lies. There could even be deception kind of swirling around this matrimony, okay? You're coming in with this situation and it's like, boom, you run into a bunch of different really uncomfortable issues and problems and you're like, what the fuck? Well, when we get really in depth to leveling up in our relationship, we find out there's other things going on. Okay, so I feel like, I mean, yes, there could be things going on here, but it's only if you take a little bit of a step back. So maybe, you know, really just kind of wonder what's going on. Don't be just distracted with the fact that you want to propose something or to, you know, add to the long-term commitment. Just make sure that you're pondering where this is going before you get too distracted and swept up. Where is this? Is it what it is? Is this what this is? Are we here? Okay, so make sure that that's your point of view coming from like a more expanded awareness. Just draw back a little. All right, external influences on the situation and actions to take as a final outcome. We've got our Chariot, and that is in a reverse position. We have our Two of Wands, that is in an upright position, and Justice card, that is in a reverse. So you could be dealing with a Libra or an air sign also. Okay, fire or water. Okay, so the external situation is anything kind of like really affecting the situation in October is the fact that maybe you're going too quickly, or maybe you should slow down further. But this is just indicating that maybe you're just kind of forcing a commitment here, or somebody's forcing the commitment, or dropping hints, or, you know, making a little bit more of a point to put pressure on it. I think if you were to take a step back, reflect on the situation, you would understand that it needs to balance out. It needs to finalize. It needs to add strength. It needs to add, you know, like kind of like a fiery, a fierceness. I just think that there's a lot of messages that will come with just even trying to draw in deeper into the relationship. So make sure that you're checking in with that also. And then any actions that you should be taking is that you're going to have to make a choice, okay? And I'm not going to sit here and tell you that this is a good choice, because this could even be cheating. This could be just the mere fact that you're in a triage. This could just be the mere fact that, hey, my other person is not as affected by me as I am about them. Okay, so you're going to have to make a choice here. And you might withdraw. You might just withdraw that, you know, that energy that you're putting in. You might withdraw it a little bit and just kind of see what the counter action is from it. You never know. Not enough to be like creepy and mean. Just do it just to see what it looks like, to give yourself another, you know, option. But there will be options coming up in October by the ending of that situation. So final outcome here is just that there's going to be a lack of accountability, okay? Somebody in the scenario, somebody in the situation is definitely kind of living in denial, or just not understanding the justice, or, you know, the karma, or the balance in the situation. It's almost like they just don't understand that they have to be accepting of the truth. They have to be accepting of blame. They have to be accepting that some things are fucking unfair. That's just what it is. And that is the final outcome, is just kind of this person drawing in and like not really acknowledging that they have a huge part in the play. Okay. All right. I am going to get out of here. That was a really long reading. I hope that you enjoy your beautiful month of October, and I will probably see you in October to do November general and love reading. I hope that you can draw from both of these readings. Please leave me a comment, question. Go ahead, check out my social media below. You can get a hold of me there, or you can leave it in the comment section over on the side. Other than that, I am going to get out of here. Please go ahead, check out Hangman Tarot on the YouTube channel, and don't forget about your celebrity readings, general, love, and ghosted. This is the end, so I will see you next month. Bye.